Cafe Balloon, Four Seasons. I'm sitting directly across from a powerful woman CEO who is sharing her storied career as we enjoy a light breakfast. At the end of our discussion, she ruffles through her purse, pulls out a notepad and a pen, and directly asks me, Paulina, how can I support you? So I sat up in curiosity and I started thinking to myself, what was I in need of and who are the connections that I would like to be introduced to? To be honest, this was my first time meeting this woman, and so I didn't come here with the intentions of asking for anything. When she welcomed the opportunity to speak up, I made sure that I was very, very clear on my career goals, the introductions I would like to have, and the resources required to move the needle. So as I spoke up, I could tell that she was connecting dots inside her head. She was murmuring a few things to herself, writing things down in between sentences, and I was getting excited because I had never met someone that was so forthcoming and generous. And so I learned a few things from this exchange that I really want to share with you. Number one, don't miss your moment. Every single step you take could eventually bring you into a room or conversation that can change your life. And when someone asks you, how can I support you? Girl, you better have an answer ready. Career moves, increase in pay, title change, resources, introductions, whatever it is, make your request known. This person is not a life vest, because let's be very clear, blessings have requirements. And if this person brings forward a resource or puts their name on the line for you, they need to catch you working. If they were to follow up, if they were to check in, make sure you have your receipts. Number three, bring something to the table too. If someone helps you out, of course you're gonna say thank you. But exchange the blessing. Find a gap, solve a problem, reduce stress, add value. Even if they don't require it, do what you can to pay it forward. Number four, no is a guideline, but it's not a stop sign. Don't take it personal if you have to deal with rejection. Some people will just not be willing to put their name on the line for you. There are so many people in this world, and if you continue to raise your hand and you continue to put one foot in front of the other, you're bound to run into an opportunity, a conversation, a room, or a person who will open the door for you. And the last thing I want to say is this: people cannot read your mind. So I want to encourage you to speak up, take up space, and when someone asks, how can I support you? Tell them what your dreams are.
Righty then. Well, Paulina just ran right up into um, what you need to do when you are out networking with people. And basically, what I'm going to speak towards is what we call the elevator pitch. And Paulina didn't go prepared, didn't expect anything. She just went to have breakfast, and she was able to pull it off. But you got to think of an elevator pitch is that you get on an elevator with somebody and you're on there for 30 seconds, and they ask you, "Hey, how you doing?" or "Do you work here?" It's the start of a conversation. So what you need to do is introduce yourself in an appropriate manner. And that's going to give you like 4 other points. Discuss your experience. State the strengths or the skills that you have or that you've been interested in. Followed up with any accomplishments and describe your employment goals. I'm going to give you a sample of what a elevator pitch should sound like or could sound like, right? Um, Questions you should think about while you're developing your elevator pitch is, what are your career goals? What skills or strengths do you have that would go to help you realize that goal? What accomplishments that you have that would prove that you're great at what you say you do? And what are you searching for in your new next potential job? Now, Ralph had said earlier about networking, and in my own personal story, as I said, I've had 3 opportunities where I've gotten jobs where I didn't apply for them was because of someone that I knew. And my story, one of them was that there was a friend of mine who was friends with 3 brothers. I went to school with 2 of the brothers. The third brother I didn't know. I used to tell my friend to tell that brother that I didn't know that I wanted the job. There was no job, but he kept on telling him because I kept on saying to him, tell that guy I want a job. Eventually, he called me up one day and he said to me, you need to send your resume to the guy. And he gave me the email address and I sent him the email. And the guy called me and the guy says to me, He wants to talk to me about an opportunity. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is a great story. Yeah, we can talk. Then he hits me with, I want to talk to you about this opportunity in Jamaica. And I'm going in my mind, okay, I'm in Toronto, you're in Jamaica. How am I going to get there in my head? But I'm having a conversation and I'm flowing and I'm in the moment. I'm doing my thing. And then he says to me, oh, Doreen's going to call you in a day or two and ask you for your contact details. I come to find out Doreen is the secretary to the president of the company. Doreen calls me and Doreen gets my email address and she sends me my itinerary, because in my head, I'm saying, how am I going to get to Jamaica? I'm a poor guy, just like everybody else. I don't have money to buy a plane ticket like in 2 days. Anyways, they sent me the itinerary, which included my flight to and from Jamaica. They picked me up at the airport. They put me up in a hotel. And I was literally in Jamaica for like 3 days. So I got there the Tuesday afternoon. I met with them on the Wednesday. I flew back to Toronto on the Thursday. And I didn't hear from them. I'm going, what is this? They bring me all this way and then they ghost me, they gaslight me. A couple of weeks, months turned into months. And I get a call from them saying they want me an offer. And I'm going, oh yeah, that's nice. Send it to me in writing, which they did. And I read it over and go, this looks good. Yeah, I'll take it, but I'm gonna need some time before I can actually come. I didn't know Jamaica. I didn't know anybody there, but I took the opportunity to go there. So networking with my friend landed me in Jamaica. Okay, great. I'm working for the company because I was recruited by the CEO. I spent 3 years there. 18 months into my term there, he moved on to another opportunity. So when my 3-year run came to the end, I had made contact with one of my clients who became an associate slash friend of mine. He calls me up, he goes, I want to talk to you. Okay, I talk to you all the time. Come over to my office. I go over there and he says, we're starting this new division. Would you be interested in coming on board with us and helping us launch a new product into the market? Says we're looking for a brand manager. I didn't know what a brand manager was, but I did my thing. I went home, I Googled what brand management was, figured it out, took the job. Again, I'm a broke guy. Tells me my first week into the job, oh, in a month's time, we're going to send you to Trinidad for a week. I got no money. So they sent me to Trinidad for a week. They put me up in a hotel. I toured all the facilities, and it was a great time in Trinidad. Come back to Jamaica. I worked at that company for 16 months. 11 months into it, this guy recruited me the second time. He bounces. He says he wants to go back home to Trinidad because his mother's getting older and he wants to take the family back home. The first guy recruited me calls me again, second time. He says, hey, I need to talk to you again. So he recruits me a second time. There is no job again. Says, I'm thinking about this opportunity. I'm thinking that you're the guy for this. Can you do it? I never say no. I always say yes to when people want to talk to me. So I said yes. He outlined what the plan was, and I got another job. So networking definitely does work. But because I developed a relationship with these people, I was able to seamlessly move into these opportunities. Now, in there's all the gory stuff that I'm going to talk about. It's all the good stuff I'm telling you all, right? But in your case, because you're all in the construction industry, I came up with a simple example of what a simple elevator pitch would sound like. And it would be something like this. Let's say Ralph and I meet in an elevator somewhere, and he asks me some questions like, hey, how are you? What's your name? And I say, hey, Ralph, my name is Robert Hislop. I'm a member of Local 27. I'm currently working on the Metrolinx Eglinton Crosstown project. I am enrolled in level 2, and my plan is to work towards completing my red seal, i.e. like a rock. Rock, you could probably do this better than me right now. Once I complete my my level 2, once I complete my red seal, I'm looking for a career in formwork or foundation with an organization such as, I'm going to use a company as Ellis Don. Please tell me about the characteristics of a successful formwork and foundation person working at Ellis Don. And that is what really an elevator pitch is. Think of it, you get in an elevator on the 10th, 15th, 8th floor, 4th floor. You have 20 seconds to talk to this person. Your objective is to engage them so that they will want to have a secondary conversation with you. So it's not the
Yeah,
administration. Go ahead, Rock.
I love it. No, because the host unmuted me, so I thought you wanted me to speak. I could let you finish and then I could do mine.
Okay. So at the end of the day, it's you have that time to engage them so that they will want to say, hey, what's your number? Where can I get in contact with you? And how can we do a follow-up to just our initial meeting? So that in itself is what an elevator pitch is all about. So if you have an elevator pitch in your back pocket, until you go somewhere and they ask you, so what is it that you do? Ralph and I are alumni coaches. Rock and G are career coaches. So we don't have to do a network our elevator pitch with each other. But if we're together as a group somewhere, we tend to, including us, we tend to introduce ourselves to other people that we're meeting for the first time. So we kind of know each other's story. So we network amongst ourselves. So that's it for my little piece of our wonderful presentation today. Rock, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Like let's say, just like Robert said, right? You are in the elevator, meet somebody from Ellis Dawn. You could introduce yourself first and foremost. Hi, my name is Rock, or my name is Rakaya. People call me Rock. I do see that Ellis Dawn is such an amazing company that hires so many people and have $5 billion contracts, like projects all over the city. I am a carpenter. I am really passionate about just being creative every day and working with people. I'm a great team player and I'm really interested in working with Ellis Dawn. My work experience was I volunteered with Habitat for Humanity before for 2 to 4 years. I also built playground for children battling critical illnesses. I do have experience in scaffolding and as well as building mobile homes for the indigenous community. Will I be able to, I could provide you with my contact. May I please get your information so that we could definitely talk more in detail moving forward. And then from there, you're done. 50 seconds, 30 seconds, elevated speech. You're ready. Even if you don't have all those experiences, just like Robert, Jalal, and everybody else who participated, just being ready, being also comfortable, just like one of your peers said, also being really straightforward, having that vision and then making sure that you communicate and articulate properly and being able to just tell them, hey, I'm the right person for this job. If you don't have any experience, just remember all the great things that you've done with building up. You were able to learn quite a few things with soft skills, all the communication skills that you've acquired, and then afterward working at the job site. So all those together gives you access to come and put yourself forward saying that you're the right person for this job. And if you've done like accomplished few things or got some awards or have some dreams to build your home, let's say in the future. So perhaps working with Ellis Dawn would be great, or being a foreman or being a supervisor is one of your dreams, saying, being part of your amazing team will give me a step forward in joining your company and getting closer to my dream. Thank you.
Thank you. Rock, you said it better than I did.
Because you bit your tongue.
Yeah, I can't talk, people. This is not my normal voice. So
no, you did amazing. I love this. This is like really straightforward. So this is awesome. And we're part of the team. This is just great. So if you guys have questions, it's cool. Good.
Right, but the thing I liked about what Rock's, literally that was Rock's elevator pitch, that she spoke about all the things that she's done, and that will capture somebody's attention. So you're on point, Rock.
Well, including myself, many of us are not born in Canada, or English is our first language. And sometimes it's not easy to be extrovert and then talk to stranger. But one of the things that I learned is that if you do ask a lot of questions, be an active listener, you could also get a chance to speak about you. I actually first started this company by just talking to a stranger. I was literally interested with this position, but I wasn't really confident. But I asked about this position. What is this? Oh, I love this company, blah, blah, blah. And then after they're telling us what the role is all about, they started to ask me, "Who are you?" And then I just simply asked the questions. I know that's not the best elevator pitch, but this one step, forward, just asking questions and be active, just doing one by one. That could be just another way to do it.
But Ralph, it's just about starting the conversation, really.
Right.
Once you can get the conversation going, get the people engaged, you never know where it will take you. So
Mhm.
remember, again, it's not what you know, it's who knows you. So I think it was Jermaine that said earlier that, or Robert did say it, and I think Sabir did say it also. They all said it about meeting people on sites and engaging them and talking to them, right? You didn't know these people before you show up on site, but you know them now. So the more people you talk to, the more people you get to know.